So, Bo, do I lose my black card because I don't know how to play spades?
Absolutely.
All right, now watch this. Now, Bo, you listening? I've been in jail though. Do I get it back?
Wait a minute, what does that mean?
Well, hold
No,
on
just learn
now.
how to play
Wait. I'm just asking because how does this work? I'm trying to see like how this how does this thing work? Keanu, ain't nobody over there. Don't look that way. I'm trying to figure this out. How does this thing work? So, like, what stereotypes do we lean into?
Definitely not that jail one.
Because you don't like it. But Bo said if she twerking at Top Golf, I gotta accept it because twerking is twerking, and that's
I think
the lower parts of our culture too. You see,
no. I think twerking it's where she was twerking. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
at
on the
Top
car
Golf,
at
I put that in
Target.
for a reason. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter where it is. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that you all pick and choose what you like about your own culture. And
that's what I'm trying to articulate. Well, go ahead. My bad.
There is evidence of twerking in 2025 in parts of Africa. Like, but y'all look at it doesn't matter where it is.
It does. There's a time and place for everything.
Okay.
Especially if it's cultural. You wouldn't do cultural rites just anywhere. There's specific places that they're done if it's a part of culture, but twerking clearly we're not embracing
my thought, then I could probably explain why I said that. Okay. So it doesn't matter where it is. That is how Americans, the United States citizens who are Black, do that. But you all find it to be okay as long as it's in another land. But as soon as it's over here, if it's at Target, don't do that. What we don't understand, what we are refusing to understand, I don't think that we don't understand it. What we are refusing to understand is in the United States, there is no clearly defined culture for anyone. Because as soon as you touch this soil, everyone tries to conform to the American dream, to whiteness, and it waters down everything. Y'all want to bring up Asians and y'all want to bring up Muslims and all of these other people. But as soon as they touch down on this soil, spit a baby out, that baby don't have nothing to do with their culture. I think that you look at yourselves, and because the world told you that Black is wrong, everything in your mind tells you that everything that we do is not good enough, is not right. You can't don't do it here. Don't do it like that. We don't have nothing. They don't either. If you look at whiteness is the culture. They have nothing. They don't have any traditions. Whiteness is literally the culture. Whiteness is the thing. And it doesn't have a color. Whiteness has no color. But everyone conforms to whiteness and it dilutes everything. But when you see somebody twerking in Target, that's their bloodline. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, it is. It lives in us. Literally that rhythm, that motion. And you can ha all day long, and that's fine. And I'm glad that you find this funny. But that motion, it lives in our blood. It is who we are. Like, we didn't get this out of nowhere. If you look in other countries in Africa, they do it right now. It just doesn't look the same because we're in another land. But it is, y'all listen. Hate yourselves if you want to. They ain't got nothing to do.
I can't even twerk, so I must be.
I'm a professional. I'll teach you.
But what I'm saying to you is, I think that there's nothing wrong with twerking, but I do believe there's a time and place for everything. Check it out at the foot. It's not a time to twerk. Yeah. So people in Africa at the checkout line twerking.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't never shake a
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but listen. Hey.
And I don't want to
say they're not. Who can prove that they're not other than the shame? Like, I think one thing that needs to be pointed out is in colonized Black culture, and I'm not going to speak for this culture, but for mine, which is also colonized and affected by white supremacy and chattel slavery, we have to also accept that shame, unfortunately, is also a part of our culture. Shame is a part of our culture. The need to hide certain things is a part of our culture. So when we're sitting here saying, no, don't do that, that's not the right way to do Black, that's also a part of our culture. And it is very sad. It's not unique to us, because especially in Japanese culture, true, you should be able to speak to this, shame is also a part of their culture as well. So when you speak about them having an entire forest dedicated to self-unaliving, shame is a part of their culture. So shame is a part of our culture. This whole idea that we're looking at, Shan just said earlier, oh, back in the 90s, here's what we did. Nowadays, it's all a mess. No, actually, no. Nowadays, people are saying, I don't want to go to the family reunion. Why? Because my rapist uncle is there. My mom now told me I don't have to go. Versus back in the day, we had to go. We had to go hang out with the people who should be ostracized from our families, because guess what? That's what you did. There was less protection of children. People had to just do the right thing. And I'm not just speaking for your culture, I'm speaking for mine. People had to do the right things. People had to make sure, no matter if that person was respectable, if that person was a drunkard, if that person was an SA or a P3DO, you had to still go to the family reunion with them. You had to still convene with them. You still had to have Sunday dinner with them. You still had to do all of these things, versus now, young people are saying, no, I'm not going back to your house. No, I'm not having Sunday dinner. Nope, you're toxic. I don't want to be a part of it. So if you think that that's a part, if that means that's harmful, no, that means people are exercising autonomy. People are deciding for themselves what they do and do not want to be a part of. And that's perfectly okay. But once again, because shame is so embedded in our culture, you feel once again, it's okay to shame the younger generation instead of understanding the younger generation. And that's also a part of what's in our culture.
So you gave a specific topic, like that didn't go on in my family, so I wouldn't know that was, so obviously that's a different situation. I would never want to put you in harm's way, but that's not everybody's story.
In what culture is there that shame is not embedded into it?
She was referencing the essay.
I'm
saying that I'm not saying shame is not in actually, what shame is in YT culture? When we literally, they're able to other YT people that they don't like, so that they quite literally don't have to identify them as YT. Instead
There's
of
things they have.
the idea, instead of
shotgun weddings, they will make you get married.
That YT women in general are aggressive. They've created subsects of those YT women. So no, those aren't YT women. Those are Karens. Oh no, those are not white women. Those are Beckys. But the white women though are still pure. Those are just the subsects of them that we're not going to consider the general scope of what white women are. Versus Black women, the entire, what did we say, high-low culture just now? That's the word that you use that I guess Saint said earlier that now we're going to use, which is so problematic. But that's not, no, white people have been able to walk around being mediocre for centuries and have used Black people to literally pad their mediocrity. To
be fair, even that didn't come from white people. Karen,
it also did come from us.
Came from us.
Yeah, that's true.
We labeled them that. There we go again.
But we did give them something.
We did. Look at us.
We gave them something. We really did, and they did use that to other themselves. They do that every day. They pick and choose when they want to acknowledge their people, because that's not us. So they don't have to like hold them accountable or shame them or nothing like that. Like, they don't belong to us. Like, that's not us. That's poor white trash. That's not us. So they do it every day.